Today on Jimbo Vision, 999. Hello, 999. The album that Adele will make in 962 years' time, and Australian director John Hillcoat's new crime drama, and a film of real surprise is this, hard-bitten, brutal, and just for a change, not filmed in Boston. Instead, it's Atlanta, Georgia, a town usually home to zombie TV horror The Walking Dead, but here, stalked by something far more scary, Kate Winslet, with big hair.
Vasily would like to know how things are progressing.
Kate plays Irina Vlaslov, as in Vlaslov's got to do with it, and she's chilling, and not in a Netflix sense either, as the matriarch of a terrifying group of kosher Russian mobsters whose evil ways are never explicitly seen in the film, but instead darkly hinted at throughout. Irina has got her claws into local hood Chiwetel Ejiofor, who's running a crew of former servicemen and dirty cops, and barely have the opening titles finished, and boom! We're into a heist that they pull on her behalf, brilliantly staged, tinged with noir and, as it turns out, bright scarlet. And the pace doesn't let up. No sooner is this over than Irina demands another, far more complex job, the key to which is them distracting the city's law enforcement by pulling a 999, shooting an officer. So it really is use the force, Chewie.
If we meet one more time after this, how that goes is up to you.
Now, 999 has copped a fair amount of flack from reviewers, some of whom have found the storyline, bad people blackmailed by more bad people, in some way confusing. I guess any fool can turn up and call themselves a critic these days. There's also been gripes about a lack of characterization. Certainly it is a film that offers glimpses rather than pretending to explain, Hillcoat with little interest in joining the dots for us or giving his cast meaty actor speeches. And as such, the comparisons that have been made with Michael Mann's overblown Heat are, for me, misplaced. It is a film with a very black vision, a little bit like Sicario's idea of Juarez, Mexico. Instead, this film's Heart of Darkness isn't safely over the border, but in downtown America, ruleless, relentless and reeking, a land that is enemy territory everywhere, from the street corners to Irina's kosher butchers. Perhaps it's closest in spirit to Baltimore's The Wire, although a bit shorter. The pacing is relentless, the action sequence is nail-biting, particularly a manhunt through a tenement building filmed, Butch and Sundance style, without any musical accompaniment. And as for the characterization, well, the tremendous cast does just fine with what they've got. With the possible exception of Woody Harrelson's noisy sergeant, these are tight and unshowy performances. Ejiofor as the gang leader in too deep with his kosher mafia in-laws. Anthony Mackie and a terrifically feral Clinton Collins Jr. as Ben Cops, and Casey Affleck as Harrelson's good guy nephew. Intriguingly, there's also a couple of breakout stars from TV, Norman Reedus of The Walking Dead and Breaking Bad's Aaron Paul as a couple of brothers. Of the two, it's Reedus who looks more at home. Paul's now familiar junkie loser shtick already feeling about as comfortable here as his haircut. Speaking of which, towering above everything is La Winslet as Irina. With a do of such highly engineered precision, she might as well be called O2 Irina. A touch of evil magnetic iciness from Kate here, continuing her steady transformation from English Rose to Hollywood Queen Bee, and serious competition now for Kate Blanchett, I'd say, as this generation's Meryl Streep. To sum up then, 999 adds up to 2 hours of very compelling viewing. Taut, tense, and as hard-bitten as a gimp's ball gag, this gets a 7 out of 10 from Jimbo Vision.